What's good, YouTube? So in today's video I want to talk about US basketball star Brittney Griner being sentenced to 9 years behind bars in Russia, and the 9-year sentence comes as a shock to a lot of persons. They don't actually think that, the sentencing fit the crime. You get what I'm saying? They think that because she's from the US of A, they're playing politics, because of course y'all know Russia is not the biggest fan of USA and USA is not the biggest fan of Russia, right guys? So they think that this is just basically to teach America a lesson, and that is one of the reasons why she actually was sentenced to 9 years. Even the president Joe Biden had to make a statement basically wanting her to be released instantly, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Y'all know how Russia play. They don't really care what anyone think, they just do what they want to do, right guys? But before I get any further in this video, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you turn that notification bell on. That way you can get notified whenever I post a new video. Alright guys, so let's get to this video so y'all can understand what's going on. Alright, so it says Brittney Griner sentenced to 9 years for cannabis possession smuggling in Russia. A Russian court sentenced Brittney Griner to 9 years after finding her guilty of cannabis possession and smuggling, despite her claims that she made an honest mistake and her tearful pleas for mercy. Standing in a cage reserved for defendants at the Kamiki court outside Moscow, Griner remained stone-faced upon hearing the verdict. When given a chance to speak during Thursday's hearing, Griner, 31, with the voice quivering, acknowledged her mistake and pleading for leniency. "I want the court to understand that this was an honest mistake that I made while rushing under stress, trying to recover from COVID and just trying to get back to my team," Griner said, referring to her packing vape cartridges in her luggage on the way to Russia in February. "I know everybody keeps talking about political porn and politics, but I hope that this is far from the courtroom," she continued. "I made an honest mistake and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here." Minutes after the verdict was announced, the White House released a statement on behalf of President Biden condemning Griner's sentencing. "Today, American citizen Brittney Griner received a prison sentence that is one more reminder of what the world already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittney," the statement read. "It's unacceptable and I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends and teammates." Biden vowed to work tirelessly and pursue every possible avenue to bring Griner, an American Paul Whelan who is jailed in Russia on an espionage conviction, home as soon as possible. Griner, who pleaded guilty to the charges, said she did not intend to break Russian law and that her parents had taught her to take ownership of her errors. Earlier in the trial, Griner testified that she had inadvertently placed cannabis cartridges into her bag while stress packing for her trip to Russia, where she was contracted to play basketball for a local team during WNBA's off-season. The two-time Olympic champion instead that she did not plan to bring the vape cartridges containing 0.7 grams of cannabis oil to Russia or use them there because she was aware of the laws in Russia. Lawyers for the Phoenix Mercury Center have presented character witnesses from the Russian team and a written testimony from a doctor who said he prescribed her cannabis for pain treatment. Defense attorney Maria Blagovlenia claimed that Griner brought the cartridges with her to Russia inadvertently and only used cannabis as medicine, and only while in Arizona where medical marijuana is legal. A prosecutor, Nikolai Vlasenko, argued that Griner packed the cannabis oil deliberately, although a conviction appeared almost certain, given that Russian courts rarely acquit defendants and Griner had acknowledged having vape cartridges and cannabis oil in her luggage. Judges have considered latitude on sentencing. Before Griner trial began in July, the State Department designated her as wrongfully detained, moving her case under the supervision of its special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, effectively the government's chief hostage negotiator. Then last week, in an extraordinary move, Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke to the Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov, urging him to accept a deal under which Griner and Whelan would be traded for Victor Bout, a jail arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre told reporters Monday that Russia has made a bad faith response to the US government's offer, a counter offer that American officials don't regard as serious. She declined to elaborate. Russian official has scoffed at US statements about the case, saying they've shown disrespect for Russian law. They they remain poker face, urging Washington to discuss the issue, though quiet diplomacy without release of speculative information. All right, guys. Wow, 9 years. Wow. What do you guys think about this? You know, do y'all think it? Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to think that it's unfair, right? I mean, 9 years. It could have been a simple mistake, but let's say it's not a simple mistake. I mean, I still think that 9 years is still too much. You get what I'm saying? But wow, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, guys. Thank y'all for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe. Peace.